Hello, everybody. Welcome to the fourth episode of the Talisman Adventures game, the Nevermore campaign, as brought to you by Pegasus Spiele, the makers of Talisman Adventures. So big thank you to them for bringing us this game, and of course by the wonderful players that you see arrayed before you this
me.
day. Yeah, you're one of them. Absolutely, you are one of them. And there's some others.
I'm a player.
We did it! We found him!
We did it.
There we go.
Mission complete.
Mission complete. Okay, so we're going to jump straight into it. If you don't know who these people are, watch the previous episode, because then they'll tell you who they are and who they're playing and that kind of stuff. Just take it from me, they're awesome. If we cast our minds back to where we were last time, three of our intrepid heroes have ventured into the Aquifer's office, the individual responsible for making sure the well water within the castle known as the Breach is of suitable drinking quality. And therein they found the speared, skewered corpse of the poor individual who was previously known as the Aquifer. And that is where they found some evidence that perhaps the Dark Elves may be involved. At the same time, Sidon, the assassin of ghoulish intentions, who actually is a ghoul as well, had gone off to try and infiltrate the Breacher Castle itself and had hooked up with the local chef, a young sprightly woman, or not, who decided to share her culinary expertise with the young assassin by revealing the secret ingredient into the biscuits that have been fed to the starving inhabitants of the Breach, which is under siege by an illusionary dark elf army force. Or so it seems. It's very complicated. And so we now descend into that dark kitchen, illuminated only by the flickering of the fires and the hearthstones, where the food, or at least the porridge that is converted into biscuits, is boiling away over those open flames in great big black cauldrons, and the cook looking intently at Sidon as she holds the basket with white writhing worms upon it. It gives them a lovely flavour.
Right, well, let's start with something simple. You know this is a protein, right?
She looks down, she looks back at you. No, it's sugar. So that would be a complicated carb, wouldn't it?
Well, all right. I grab one of the worms and I hold it in my hand.
I
Tell me,
need you to give
what
me
does you-
a defense check, if you please.
What?
Using agility.
It's gonna get
In the
inside
blue
you!
is this? Yeah, okay.
Defense with agility, if you please.
Mission for the day, guys. We gotta kill Sidon. It's gonna be the...
It's going to be the shortest 12-episode campaign you've ever seen.
That's it. All right, so that's a 17.
Episode 4 at the end.
This is epilogue for 8 episodes.
Exactly.
Of a bunch of other adventures.
On your
Come in and save us.
17.
It's like Grand Theft Auto, all of a sudden just on the screen, wasted.
Right.
Ah,
As you
the
grab one of these little worms from the bowl, about 12 of them all reach up and try and grab you. And the one that you've grabbed starts to turn around and starts to try and chew on the flesh to get into your actual skin.
Oh.
Oh, no, you don't.
Problematic.
I kind of do the base salt guy. I kind of do like a vigorous version of that and try to flick him onto a chopping board.
It
You're trying to be
lands on the
Maggot
board.
Bay?
All right. All right. Is it moving and crawling away and
Yes,
stuff?
it's wiggling towards you.
All right. I'll basically. Is there like a cup or a jar or something like that?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Now, let's try this again. Can you close the basket, really, please? That's very, very alarming. Okay.
It's
Close
just
the basket.
sugar.
Oh yeah, but just for my sake, if you'd be so kind. I'm deathly allergic to sugar.
You should have said so. All right. She puts the basket down.
Now, inside this, you see sugar.
Well, there will be sugar under there. Yeah, you sprinkled it all over the board.
All right. Okay. Now, how much sugar do you use generally in the biscuits?
It's about the sprinkling like you did.
All right. Okay. Now, who gave you the sugar? Where does it come from?
Where does the sugar come from? It comes from the larder, doesn't it?
Could you show us the larder? Miss, you can feel free to take the crumbles with you. I just, bear with me for a second. Just need to make sure the sugar's properly ground. Just, son of a...
There is a grey pasty sludge underneath your fist.
Right.
Well, now you're going to spread it all over the place. I can't use that. Well,
Oh, you can't use it. Oh, right. It's
show
good to
you-
know.
I'll show you the stores, although I think it is taking liberties. After all, you've got your uniforms. You did say that's what you
Well,
wanted.
Oh, yes. Speaking of which, he very unceremoniously gets dressed in front of her.
Well, I never.
Oh,
Says,
shit.
looking away.
Oh, don't worry, love. Give me a couple of shots of whiskey. I'm fairly sure you'll have your chance. Because she said, "Well, I never," and I was like, "Well, not yet."
Meanwhile, inside the freezing, starving city, our three intrepid heroes remain within the confines of the Aquifer's office. What are the three?
I found a
you
new
did?
spear.
You did. That's right. A rather barbed boar spear, as a matter of fact.
Like the one right behind me.
There
That
you
I just
go.
moved in front of. There we go.
Are you sure you don't want me to just float down there and see if I can see anything in the well?
Well, I really, really, really want to find Sidon. I feel like he's gone by himself for way too long.
He's probably eating someone that's on the verge of death.
Of course. So, is there a way we can, out of characters, is there a way we can track our own people with, or is it kind of like regular old days where, okay, there's no tracking devices or magical
I'll get out my
imprints or
cell
anything like
phone.
Wrong universe, I'm afraid. Yeah.
that? I'm trying my best here.
I miss the days when we had comms.
Well, where would he go? Ooh.
You can give me an empathy check.
Okay. I got.
I have a bonus. I get an extra bonus dice with one of my abilities, actually.
Did you burn it already on the?
No.
He-
Is it? Hang on.
I already rolled.
Iggy concentrates. You suddenly get a blue screen of death. Fourth error. Empathy not found.
So it's a special. It's not a spell. It's a special ability that's mine. Like how I can fly and earth speak.
Uh-huh.
It's called Soul Wise. So I have the ability to observe and predict people. And I can make an empathy test, and I gain an extra bonus dice.
I already rolled, but you could definitely roll alongside me if you want, because you might know more than me. Because my insight is exactly 1.
It gives me the creature's strongest roll, which
I have
allows me to know what it
15.
is.
I actually rolled 2 5s and a 4. 15.
You don't suspect in your heart of hearts that Sidon went to go and eat anything. He seems to be pretty self-contained or restrained anyway, in your opinion. Possibly he picked up some eyeballs along the way, but that's Kevin.
He does love eyeballs.
Yeah,
I light a
you
torch and drop it
suspect-
down the hole.
I'll come to you now. You suspect that he probably headed in the direction of the castle to try and get some insight as to what's happening. But
Okay.
why he is delayed is beyond you. So what was that, Ray?
I'm going to light a torch and drop it down the hole.
All right. You light up a torch. You drop it down the well.
See how
It-
far down it goes.
Plunges down, down, down. Gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And eventually, there is a vague splash, and the torch is extinguished.
The well is deep.
Yes, it would be.
I take the
Did
you
spear and
see
walk
the size
proudly
of
out of
the-
the room.
I want to go outside where all this snow is, and I want to take it to like a nearby fire and melt it to see if it has the same viscosity as the water coming from the well. Like if it's
No, it
if it's
doesn't.
getting to it. Okay, so then if we had people start melting snow and drinking that, so the well water would be a lot safer.
Sure, but let's. I think I know where. Sid was really into that biscuit. I mean, probably was offensive to a culinary expert like him. So let's see if we can find him near the castle.
I'm all right for that.
I'm sure he has, like, he's just questioning guards or whatever. He hasn't snuck in and tried to find out what's happening.
Oh, no, we would do that.
No,
by
no one would do
ourselves.
that. Absolutely
That's
not.
silly.
That'd be just silly.
Do you all start making your way towards Breacher Castle?
Yeah, I would float over the breacher wall.
Why?
Because I can.
Okay.
You do realize and remember, oftentimes when just trying to float over castle walls of inhabited castles, they don't take too kindly to aerial invaders.
I was invited in.
And then you led someone out to their death.
They don't know that inside.
No, you're thinking of the castle, the walls outside of the breach itself. This is like
I'm
the
going to the map
Lord's
now, so
castle.
you can have a look.
Okay.
Yeah,
So yes,
Breacher Castle.
so
It's like I
you
floated
are
over the first
currently
time.
in the grounds. Then there's Breacher Castle itself, which is the sort of the overriding citadel controller of the entire space.
Fine, I'll float behind you.
As you arrive at the quad outside, the trestle tables are being cleared away, and you can see there's still a few stragglers that are asking a group of ragtag men if there is any more. We didn't get any. We were late. My wife is dying. I need... And their cries for help are falling on deaf ears. The men are folding up the tables and packing up everything. There is no sign of Sidon.
What do we do, Ray?
We could say that we found a note from the Lord here and it didn't make it far, and we're here to return it and offer aid.
Remember when we opened that letter that we get our hands cut off, and if we don't have hands, then we get a medal.
We can just say that we didn't open it. Just say that we found it.
Then how do we know it's his?
It would have the Lord's seal on it, wouldn't it?
I don't think it did, but maybe
The
it did.
satchel does not have... The satchel has the courier's seal on it. The letter has the Lord's seal upon it.
Ah.
Yeah, but even opening the satchel,
Opening
like
the satchel is the
There it is.
primary offense.
I'll stride right up to one of the guards.
The guard looks you up and down. You can't... have you been storing food?
No, I am from here. I'm from a little bit further away. I come from the watch in the city.
How did you get past the siege?
That's actually what I wanted to talk to your Lord about. We got friends here who can shine some light on what's going on. Maybe ease things on your siege a little.
Wait here just one moment. He
All right.
goes a few steps back and taps someone on the shoulder. There's a quiet conversation. The man who steps forward looks to be in his mid-60s. Quite... you can see that he was well built once, but now he's looking quite drawn and thin. He steps forward. I hear that you are from without. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. We all are.
He looks at all of you. How is it possible that you managed to make it past all of the siege?
Is the Lord at home? We'd like to speak this in front of not just Captain, but everybody.
I'm not about to let enemies infiltrate the castle. You might
That's
be
fair.
dark elves in disguise, for all I know.
No,
Do you
I'm a
have-
sprite.
That's true, she is bright. Also, you can use magic to confirm if you wish.
I might just do that. He turns.
I adopt the security post. Go ahead.
Cassie,
me.
send for the mage.
A starfish.
They have a mage?
A friend for you.
There you go. You got someone you can talk to about, board games or whatever it is you're talking about.
Well, what's a board game?
Books. We
He
can talk
turns, he
about
looks
books.
back at
Yeah.
you. If what you're saying is true and you've got word from without, that will be a relief to everyone. Absolutely everyone, without a doubt. You stand waiting for quite some time before eventually this figure arrives. The figure is a woman who looks you all up and down. Mitch, I need for Iggy to please give me a psychic insight check.
Does she look like the little girl? Like to be the little girl's mom? No? Okay.
You mean chokeable?
Yeah. No, I meant
Okay, psychic insight.
Yes, sir.
I want to know if this could have been her daughter.
You don't think so?
2 5s and a 1. 11 plus 1, 12, 14 with the bonus.
14 with the bonus. When you say bonus, you mean?
I assumed it was an offensive check, but if it's not, let me know. I have offensive and defensive as my.
They're the same number.
They're same +2.
Okay.
You let me know if that doesn't work.
No, it does work. 14 though is not high enough.
Yeah, my insight's real poop.
Yeah, you take 8 points of psychic damage.
I feel real good about this.
Or she don't like you.
As she arrives, this wizard, she looks you all up and down, and she doesn't notice anything, or at least she doesn't outwardly notice anything. Iggy, this is the same presence that you detected when you followed the letter that the goblin sent on the raven.
I'm just gonna roll up empathy check and just make sure I don't make any faces.
Whoa! Dude!
Doesn't make any faces at all.
He rolled 3 9s.
9s, what?
Oh, sorry. Rolled 3
Hey,
3s. But I
are
made
you
9s.
guys using D10s?
No. He rolled a 9,
I
but
rolled
with
a
3
9,
3s.
but it doesn't
Nice.
matter.
I can math. It's early.
So I do this.
This whole time I've been playing with D10s.
Yeah.
I've been really poorly then.
Yeah, Iggy is out of just not emoting at all.
Yeah.
Back in the kitchen, the cook takes you to the store, and she opens up the stores. You can see that there's food rotting in the corner. Cheeses with mold growing all over them, breads, all that kind of wonderful stuff. And in the middle of it, there is a large vat of, it looks like milky white liquid, which appears to be very gently moving, the white liquid. Do you go close?
Go close. Oh, if that's a leading question, I don't know what is. First of all, I want to see if there's a lid. Let's start with that.
No, there is not.
Look around. Dang.
There is a jar next to the tub and a large wooden spoon.
Okay. Very quickly, I want to cast. I will approach the vat. As I do, I want to kind of also keep like just I know there's breads and cheeses and stuff like that, but obviously with cheeses and stuff, like age is relative. Like we can, some cheeses.
There's meat as well, some fruit that's also rotting. Absolutely.
Okay. Like the meat, do we have like salted meat, smoked meat?
It looks salted, so it looks like it's just been thrown aside.
Okay. So there is food, just not the best food, but enough to maybe recover this from the siege.
No. It's rotting. It is literally rotting food.
Okay.
It
so
was
if I
on the shelves in the larder, and it's all been pushed aside to make room for this vat.
Right. Okay. So yeah.
How close are you going to the vat?
What a waste. Look, I'm not gonna say that Sid knows he's got a job to do. The Bane Lords are here. He feels their presence in this place. He knows kitchens. He knows food. He doesn't know war. He doesn't know battle. He doesn't know magic. But one thing he knows is that there is corruption here, and this is it. This is pure and unbridled corruption. He is not going to shirk away. But what he is going to do is he is going to be careful about it. So, in the attire, I'm going to make sure that like as much of my skin is covered as possible. With whatever I can find for it, like whether it's leather or whether it's a face mask or the like. As I approach, I want to kind of go for the ladle and try to scoop some in that jar, and then try to get like a not necessarily a lid, but like a plate or something, or just a covering to try and get a sample of it.
As you start stepping forward, the cook behind you says, "What are you doing? That's my sugar. If you want some, you can ask me, and I'll give you some. But you owe me that apple."
Oh, I was terribly sorry. I mean, he sort of leans over and he hands the apple. Do you mind if I borrow some of your sugar? I mean, 'tis the neighborly thing and all.
Aye, but I must get it for you. I don't want you to sneak any into your pockets.
By all means, please. He gestures and sort of asks.
She steps over to the large vat. She picks up the ladle. She stirs the entire thing once or twice. Now, this is about a 3.5 to 4 foot wide vat that she's busy sort of stirring like a big cauldron. And then she pulls the spoon out and she takes the jar. She dips the jar in very, very gently and sort of skims off of the top. And sort of pauses for a moment. Then she turns back and she says, "Here."
So same thing. I'll sort of say, "Thank you kindly. I'll take the jar." But is there a lid on the jar, or is it just
There is
jar?
a cork stopper, yeah.
Okay, I'll take it and I'll inspect it. There's probably like a half dozen or so of these wriggling things in it.
Yes, and they're all trying to get out of the jar, crawling towards you.
All right. Well, thank you for that. That's been most helpful of you. Please enjoy the apple with my most greatest gratitude. There's only one last question I have for you.
Aye, what's that?
How long have you had this particular batch of sugar?
It arrived about, I'd say about 4 or 5, no, maybe 6, 7 weeks ago. Special order in before the siege started.
Somewhere-
We were very lucky.
Oh, and do you know who sent the order by any chance?
Don't know. It arrived, the Lord said, "Here's some new sugar for you, Millie," and that's where it started.
Ah, and ironically, probably not long after is when the siege began.
Luckily, I would say, these biscuits keep everyone's hopes up. Without that, everyone would have starved to death, miserable and sad.
Thank you, lass. You've been most kind. Now, of course, there's an extra special biscuit in it for you if you never saw me in or out.
I won't tell anyone that you're here, if that's what you mean.
Hey, I'll pocket the. I'll put the jar sort of away and secure it. I'll even. Do I have any like rubber bands or anything like just?
No, I don't think you do.
Just I'll get. I'll put it in a bag, right? I'll just like. I want layers. I feel safe in layers, guy. I don't trust this. I don't trust them. I don't trust glass. I don't trust cork. I just want layers between me and these worms, right?
Yes.
I'm not trypophobic, mind you. I am very survival orientated, so I'm just safe. Knowing that the larder is stuffed, knowing that we've got these worms and the like, I want to kind of make my way back to the kitchen and see if I can understand or make up the composition of the oatmeal that they were making. Obviously, if there's sugar, there's water.
Okay.
I just kind of want to gather all the ingredients I would need to make the batch myself, if need be.
All right. Ray, you are standing in the scan me position, and this wizard, she looks fairly thin herself. She looks the three of you up and down. You claim that you have managed to get through the siege from the outside.
Yeah.
Does that mean that there's a relief army on the way?
No. I'm guessing that messenger we found dead in the snow was one of yours.
No, that is unfortunate.
We got his bag. You can have it if you want it.
She makes a few rudimentary gestures in front of you. Anybody who has anything in lore, you don't have to make a roll. You can tell she's not casting a spell. She's quite literally going abracadabra, alakazam, look at me, I'm casting a great big sham.
Oh, she's faking it.
Completely faking it.
Ray believes it entirely.
I have lore, so I don't. I'm just okay.
Would you be able to get back pass those lines and get a message to the Citadel?
I'm relatively certain we could be doing that, but I don't think the problem is with the thing. Is the Lord available? Have you figured out whether or not I'm not a dark elf in disguise? Ignore the spear.
All eyes look at the spear. No one had noticed the spear until you said, "Do not look at the spear."
We found this.
Perhaps we might have a private word before we speak to his lordship. He is most taxed by this siege. You understand? And she looks around. He has given much so that his people might survive, and we shouldn't tax him too much. Follow me, if you please.
Captain the Guard be there too, just for everyone's safety?
No, Thrayson will remain here. He has much to do. Thrayson, remain here. All right. Apparently I have much to do. She starts leading the way into Breacher Castle.
I'll follow.
I look like I have to take a big poop. I'm like doing one of these, like next to Ray. I'm sure you've recognized my worry panic face, and that is what he's making the entire time.
The only one I've seen.
Okay, and nothing's changed. Everything's the same.
It's like either worried panic face or, oh my god, the water.
Yeah, the water.
You follow this woman as she's walking forward. She says to you, "My name is Second. I have been the advisor to his lordship of Breacher Castle for nearly 3 years now, and it gladdens me to hear that you have managed to get through the breach. I would impress upon you the urgency of getting help from any forces that might be available to us. We must stop this siege. It is killing the people, and I believe it is going to possibly spread beyond just the breach. You must remember, once the breach has collapsed, the Bane Lords would be able to infiltrate the entire area unimpeded. We cannot let that happen. Surely you agree?"
Well,
I agree that we should stop the spread.
Hello.
Sorry, Ray.
That's perfect in character. I was gonna say, like, she's gonna talk now. You go ahead.
I completely agree that we should stop the spread of what's happening with the people in the breach.
Excellent.
I'm going to evaluate this lady because I think that she's full of it, obviously. But I'm just trying to determine, like, her, like, is she like the commander of this? Is she the one pulling the strings, or is she like legitimately like
the little girl?
She's like kind of a vein of this power. So I rolled. That's the play is what I'm trying to figure out here. It's not a psychic test. I'm just because I already got slapped really hard, and if I get slapped really hard again, I'm going to go to sleep for a bit. So I'm trying to do like a, logic check or whatever, or evaluate if I can to kind of like determine whether she's like, her logic is sound, what she's saying is sound. It sounds like she's making an argument that she's like trying to include all us. You don't want all bad things to happen, right? You want to follow what I say, right? That's what it smells like to me, but I want to confirm that she's manipulating us.
All right. And what do you get?
It's 11, 14 plus 7, 21.
Using insights.
I used evaluate, but I can use empathy if that's the better.
I think empathy is more where you're going. Evaluate.
Well, that's a 15 then, Guy.
There you go. Look at that. Well, 15's not bad. And
I can also do that one. I actually have some things in empathy. I'd like to see if this person is telling tales.
Oh, I still have my thingy.
Yeah, do your thing too. So, everybody does it.
So what it is, I roll.
Sixes. That's the first time that's happened. Double sixes. Hi.
Yay.
Just want to say that.
Crushed it.
That's great. You get a light fate point if it's your Kismet dice.
So what happens is when I make my empathy test, I get a bonus dice, and when I roll,
you deduct the lowest.
I can detect there's I get an extra dice. You don't take the lowest. When you make an empathy test, you gain a bonus dice. When rolling, you can ask the GM the creature's strongest goal or heart's desire.
I got a 16.
16's not bad. And a great success as well.
Let's do it. Oh no.
Oh no.
So
all that buildup.
All that build up
I know,
and it
and
crashed
then
down all around us.
Did we get a 1 on the Kismet dice?
No, so my Kismet dice is over here. It's a 3, but I did get 2 1s.
I got so
So-
close. I got a 2 on my Kismet dice, and I was really worried myself. I was like, oh,
7.
shaving by.
What is empathy?
Insight.
Is
Insight.
Okay.
It's 3.
It's 10.
Sorry, did a Canadian just ask what empathy is?
We're
My
very
brain
confused.
can't handle that.
We're very confused right now. Yeah.
Oh,
so,
sorry, don't you know?
You are trying to read this woman, but she's not me. It doesn't come across for you anyway.
I'm
Iris,
doing background from like Charlatan, City Watch, being used to the underbelly
yeah.
of people. That's where I'm
So
coming
for
from.
Iggy and Ray, you think she is being genuine. She's starved. She's emaciated. And she genuinely seems impressed and desperate for you to go and get help to lift the siege.
So she's just terrible at her job.
She's a mage. She's not here to defend the entire city from an invading army. Is what her shoulders say as you glaring at the back of them, judging her quietly. You eventually arrive at the main entrance to Breacher Castle, having crossed the inner courtyard. And she nods at the 2 guards at the outside. They open these large double doors with a great bronze carving on the door, depicting the breach's history. You go down a short corridor, and then instead of heading through the large double doors in front of you, you duck through a side door. And that side door leads you on to another set of stairs, which you go up. And then she opens up rooms into a fairly mage-like space. There's some books in library form. There's a desk with various alchemical potions and things bubbling and brewing away. Collections of papers and notes and things. Once in, she closes the door behind you. I would offer you something to drink, but I fear nothing here is safe if you have not yet eaten or drunken anything from the city. I hope you have not.
No, we avoided
No.
that because the aquifer. It looked. You said you know this better than I do. Something wrong with the water? Poison or something like that?
It looks like it's a little weirdly sloshed. I'm not really understanding the mechanics yet. We're going to have to delve into the mine. I am very confused right now, though, and I keep talking because I don't understand what your role is. Because
But-
when you started making symbols with your hands, I'm still talking. That you weren't casting a spell. And I don't understand what you're doing here. Okay.
Easy. Breath. Breath
So
in
you
and
also-
breath out.
So you also know something's going on then. You bring it up right away. So you know something's not right.
I know quite a great deal, as a matter of fact. I have simply been waiting for one of our couriers to get through and for a relief force to arrive. I know, for example, that there is no siege outside. It is merely... She leans forward. You picked up on the fact that I wasn't casting magic. You also picked up on the fact that certain things seem to have gone wrong within the city, and you haven't been here for long. My information says you've been here for no more than 2 hours. I don't suppose, she says, leaning forward, that you are members of the Tam Sarai by
What?
any lucky chance.
Gives you that impression.
Yeah, we are.
Then it is my duty to give you this, she says, and she goes to her desk and she pulls out a large piece of paper, and it's neatly folded and it has a seal on it, which as she hands it to you, Iris,
Okay, I was gonna say I'll take
Hang
it very
on.
officiously and then hand it back to Iggy.
I take it and I'm like,
Does it
why do
look
I
like
have
the
to-
paper from before?
it does not.
Okay.
But it does have the same seal on it as you have seen before for Lord Kavanagh.
All right.
I'm sensing for the psychic disturbance again. I rolled a 6 on the Kismet die.
Nice.
11, 13 plus 7, 20.
This time there is no damage. This is the source of the influence over the girl and the goblin and the ravens and all of that.
This paper or the person we're talking to?
The woman.
Okay.
In this document, I believe, are all of the contents that is going on. The Dark Elves have done something to the water supply, and, I believe, have managed to gain control over Lord Kavanagh himself. I fear that there is something that is being placed in the food that's being given to the population to keep them within the castle itself. I can only assume that the intention is that the Dark Elves will, once they have mustered true forces, actually take this castle by any means necessary. I believe a Banelord is behind it, and I think it needs to be stopped immediately.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds. That's kind of what we do. We do that thing.
Excellent. I don't know very much about the Banelords, only what I've read, she says, sort of pointing vaguely to the library behind her. I hear they are particularly devious.
It can be quite manipulative. We've heard...
I wouldn't say manipulative. Perhaps some might be manipulative, yes.
Well, we've come across some news that they might have been manipulating the Dark Elves to cause this problem.
I have no doubt about it. The Dark Elves would not normally come up this far unless motivated by something. I don't know what of course, but they should be stopped from taking this castle, and they should be stopped now, before it's too late. You should leave the moment the same way you came in and bring back an army to destroy these Dark Elves and root out the Banelord who is causing this to have come into fruition.
But what if they're innocent in
it? Fix
it?
the problem first of the food and the water?
If you feel that you are capable of taking on the Banelord and his army of Dark Elves, then I applaud you, and I have underestimated you severely. I just assumed it would be easier if you had an entire army that had swept through the territory, proving to this particular Banelord that his plans are never going to work.
Oh boy. That's all he gets out. He doesn't know what to do.
You
You're
all
right.
Yeah, Iggy, you look like you need to poop.
I do need to do something, but meanwhile,
in the kitchens, Sidon, you've gathered the oats, you've gathered various bits and pieces. Everything else seems to be okay. It's not great quality. It looks like the oats has been pulled from the stable feed for the horses.
Oh, that sucks.
Do the oats itself look like they're clean?
Well, relatively speaking, yes. They don't look particularly of high quality. A lot of them have still got their husks.
So minus the worms, we could potentially make some food.
Yeah. But
okay, that's positive.
You know that those who are of living flesh and bone, this will not sustain them for long. It might fill their bellies, but it does not provide nourishment that fruit or meat or vegetables would provide, for example.
Okay. With my keen sense of smell, after I've acquired this, can I smell the others in the castle?
No. You're in the kitchens.
Okay. I'm going to start making my way out and around. I want to try and locate where the Lord's place or where his office might be. And here is why. I'm not overly enthused at this, but it is an ability I have, and I want to share why I'm not enthused, as well as what the ability is. I have the ability known as
Fine stuff.
I like the bup spell.
Yeah, it's a good one. All right, it's called preparation. You are a professional, and a professional spends time preparing. The first time you make an attack... No, wait, is that it? Yes. No.
First time you murder someone.
The first time you make an attack against the enemy that you have studied and prepared to kill, set aside one die that is not the Kismet dice and do not roll that dice. After you have rolled the rest, you may set that dice to any result you desire. So that's it. You can prepare to kill only one target at a time. Preparation takes a number of hours. equal to 2d6 minus your wits, minimum 1 hour. You must be able to observe the target directly or gain information from someone who has.
All right.
Because of that nature, that is what I would like to start pursuing my time trying very effortfully doing.
What are your
Yeah.
wits?
My wits are 3.
All right. I rolled 7 minus 3, so for 4 hours. After 4 hours, you will get... What?
You're never gonna find him.
No, you're dressed
So
as a
for 4
guard,
hours-
right?
God, he's gone.
You're dressed as a
Just
guard,
left.
so you.
I'm dressed as a one of the cooking staff, aren't I?
Yeah, you got the uniforms from.
Yeah.
So you head deeper into the bowels of the castle, and after a few wrong turns, walking into a barracks full of sleeping soldiers, walking past a room that looks like it once was a mess hall, but now there's just a few broken biscuits lying around, you then eventually arrive in a very large hall with columns reaching up towards the ceilings, and a rather ornate carved throne that sits atop a plinth, and behind that is a rather delicately carved statue of a dragon being wrestled to the ground by a man. A very young version of a very old man now sitting on the throne. He is slumped over and looks quite miserable, and every now and again he sort of looks up, whispers and mutters something to himself, and then dozes back to sleep. He is wearing the royal purple, indicating that he is the lord of this particular castle, and although you can see that he has a breastplate on, it is ill-fitting.
Well, that's not sporty now, is it? Right. Well, hello, Grandad. Time for your medicine. I'll sort of walk up to him.
At the far end of the room, as you start entering into the room, you can see there are 2 guards who are standing leaning against their spears, watching, or not really watching. They've got that sort of vague look of in my head I'm doing cool stuff and not thinking about eating myself because I'm so hungry.
Yep. I'll try to very respectfully walk past them. I'm not breaking.
You don't have to go past them. The entrance that you've come in on puts you right next to the throne room, as a matter of fact.
Oh, okay, cool. I will try to hear what the Lord is whispering. What is Lord Kavanagh? I mean, I assume this is Lord Kavanagh, and there is not some other lord that happens to be here.
All right. As you
I'll
get closer and closer to him,
Yep. It's fine. You're okay. Shh, Granddad.
That's what you're whispering. I'm going to give you a little picture here quickly so you can see what's going on.
If you show me a picture of Master Roshi, I'm gonna lose it, guy.
No. Nothing.
That'd be amazing.
This guy just suddenly snaps me in half. I'm like, God damn it.
It's always good when a battle map shows up.
Yeah, right.
It's
And you're
always
by
a good
yourself.
time. Yep.
Nothing's gonna happen here,
Nothing's
guys.
wrong.
Everything's fine.
So you came in.
It's
My
fine.
apologies. I should have done this. You came in from this tunnel that leads off
Oh,
to
yeah.
the kitchens.
Oh,
So yes, that's what you're seeing, Kavanagh. I can't actually place him on the throne, but he is on the throne. He's there.
Yep.
As you have come in through the side door, and he's mumbling things like, "The siege must end. It's a terrible siege. Bring me a biscuit. Terrible thing. Trolls everywhere.
Okay.
We've got to kill the trolls."
Dad?
okay. I'll
Daddy.
now with what Sid would know about like obviously ingestion-based toxins and poisons.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can provide to the, like, if I gave him fresh water and some fresh food, would it clear him up at all?
Give me a heal check, insight.
I will do this, and I will use one of my light points.
Do it.
I knew it.
On, baby. Daddy does not need snake eyes. Oh! I
Snake
would
eyes?
like
Oh,
to.
no.
I would like to show what that actually was. Just really quickly. That is a 6, a 6, a 6, and a 3 on my Kismet.
Nice.
Oh, but you didn't get 6 on the Kismet. Oh
no, I was so close. All right, so that is 15 on the dice.
It's a great success.
Plus my heal, which is 1.
16.
So that is 16.
He has all of the signs of dementia, not of malnutrition or dehydration.
Oh no.
Okay. Back into the wizard's room.
Old King Nutty Butter.
Yeah. Back into the wizard's room. I'm not sure whether you want to hunt this Bane Lord down on your own, or if you wish to return and bring an army with you.
Is there last time I was able to like reveal this thing? I have a theory, but I don't think Iggy's thought that far ahead. I think he's just peeing his pants. So I'm considering whether I can try to like. Is there a way I can flag her or whatever for
Yes,
Ray?
you think if you hit her with enough psychic energy, whatever is happening will be disrupted.
Okay, we're going to use a light fate. She turns out she's a normal woman. I just blast her off our feet, and then I'll add 1 to my death dice.
Turns out she is chokeable like a child.
I'm going to spend a dark
Called it. Let's get this done.
I'm spending a dark fate. Let me just roll that quickly. Okay.
Oh, guy's spending a point.
Yeah.
Did you swear? Did you do bad?
I just swore. I didn't do
He
bad.
rolled poorly.
I didn't roll poorly. I rolled in the wrong way.
Luckily, I'm in the blast radius.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
It's psychic. It just.
I think Iris would probably be also like just talking about how while it would take us a while to get back
20.
to the city and come back with an army, half the people would die here. So what can we do now? And be like trying to come up with a plan how to save people now with the wizard. Just like, so what can we do now to bring food to you guys so you don't starve to death while we go get help? Like.
All right, you got 20.
Yeah, I think we got to organize some sort of like common food area.
I didn't think it'd be
enough.
Yeah, not with the dark side point going on there, dark fate point going up in there. But that's okay. That's okay.
What happened?
Nothing. Iggy just took another 5 points of damage as this mental shock bounces back on you. You're quite lucky on that one.
Oh, perfect. I have Avenger. I will use a light point to deal half my strength and damage to them.
The damage is not to you, by the way. It's just to Iggy.
Yep. It's to an ally.
Okay.
If someone hurts my friends, I hurt them back.
So like he's just a bleed slightly.
No, I at this point in time with my health as it is, I do like kind of my eyes narrow and then I go and I like fall into Ray. And like I'm still like awake, but I'm like holding on to him and I'm shaking. And that's my action.
Exactly. With Avenger, if anyone deals damage to either to my character or another one of my allies who is within range, I can deal them half my strength just in damage. So 2 immediately.
So how does that express itself?
Ray looks down, sees Iggy. Oh, hell no. Punch her in the face.
Oh! She steps back. I yield. It was not... He attacked me. Your companion tried to destroy my mind. It was not intended. That's what she's shouting. However, we're officially technically in combat. So, Iris, are you wanting to do anything there?
I trust Iggy, and she defended the Bane Lords when they are known manipulators. She's like, well, I wouldn't call them manipulators. So I'm like, I don't know.
Can I go on the record and say that?
Can I check to see if that would have tipped me off that something is not right with her?
No, there was no flash or anything. Unfortunately, Iggy's plan didn't work at all.
No. I mean, as in, like, I said something bad about the Bane Lords, and then she came back like, oh, well, I wouldn't say that. And I'm like, it sounds like a person who's just like, I don't think that person's really nice. And they're like, oh well, no, they're not that bad.
It's entirely up to you as a role player to interpret that how you so choose.
Because that's the first thing that came to my mind.
Such a verbal trap to release the word meta immediately upon your answer.
Can I just go on record and say that I got into the castle and next to the Lord and on a battle map without getting into combat, and then Huey, Dewey, and Louie walk in, get guided in, and have now officially popped one. Pop the wizard in the bracket.
Yeah, certainly
I'm
done
the
better than
violent
you.
I guess I'll just be like, Iggy, what the hell?
Yeah, you could say Iggy without.
I mean, why aren't you
He's like,
taking
"Iggy!"
notes? This is how you do it.
Yeah,
Iggy, what the hell?
Okay, that's what she says.
That's what you're saying?
Yeah, I'll just say, Iggy, what the hell?
Am I allowed to respond, or is that
Yeah,
my...
absolutely. It's.
I say...
She's backing away.
I say... She has the same energy as the letters. I was just trying to bring down whatever disruption is around her. She's real strong.
Stab or not stab?
I don't think... I think there's two of them, and they're fighting over this place. I don't understand what's going on. And like he's like kind of like holding his head.
As you say that, she explodes into this very large... Her skin just peels off.
Ah, well, you know.
As her skin is peeling off, blood is spraying out everywhere. The robes drop to the floor.
Cloak of Shadows?
These bone spikes just grow out of her arms where her hands used to be as the hands split open and the fingers hang limply.
Can I do Cloak of Shadows and push
like
Iggy to the
thing.
floor?
You can, indeed. We'll get
Yeah,
there,
so
though.
I cast Cloak of Shadows, which is basically where we were standing. Everything falls as dark as it possibly can, making me and another ally difficult to see. At the start of my turn as a free action, I can cast this. On a success, any damage the target would take results in melee or range damage is half until the start of my next turn.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I'm going to cast that.
This is our first
11.
encounter with the Banelord as professional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then everything I just said stands.
9 plus.
Because I think
I regret
he's...
no
16.
action that I've taken.
I
16.
regret 1.
So it goes off because my difficulty was 11 and I rolled 16.
Nice. All right, so you have thrown darkness around yourselves. Does it impede your ability to attack as well?
No, it just basically it makes it so that they can't see us.
Okay. Her final transformation is her head, which bursts out of her mouth, which the jaw dislocates as this head bursts out. It is this red, fleshy skull that has a large eye in the middle of it, a central eye of this very, very dark purple blackness to almost make it look as if there's a gap there, a hole rather than anything else. That is what suddenly bursts out in front of you. And she looks at the darkness and simply says, I would have had you destroy a Banelord and brought victory to yourself and prevented this pathetic siege from occurring. Now you have meddled too much. It is a shame that no one will hear you die. That's what she says. Iris throws magic everywhere, and then it's up to the two of you.
Yeah, I stab her in the face with that spear. What does the spear damage do?
All right, you are going to try and stab her.
Yes, I am. I'm going to spend a light fate point.
Oh, you should
to
do
get
that.
a better idea.
Definitely do that. The spear, I will come and I will tell you that information as soon as I find it.
No worries. I'll just roll to attack and see if I hit.
That's a good plan.
That's not bad. I've got double fives.
Yeah, that's a good. That means you're unlikely to take damage.
Sorry, still getting used to it. Bonus 16.
16. Michael, can I ask you to do me a
total.
favor? Would
Yeah.
you find out the damage of a spear, please?
Totally.
All right. You rolled a 16, sir?
I rolled a 16, sir, yes.
You stab at her.
With another 2 on that bone die. It is flirting with me.
You stab at her, and with that one bone spear that projects from her arm, she knocks it aside without too much difficulty.
Mhm.
All right. A spear has 1d6, but then it's got a slash 1d6 plus 1.
Okay. All right. 1d6 plus 1 damage.
26 plus 1.
That's it.
I assume I don't do any damage to her
No, you do
with
not.
slapping aside. Okay.
She slaps you aside. You fail to connect.
Then movement will be to be in front of Iggy. Shield out, spear up.
Got you. All right.
This is a good Mr.
It's like a phalanx, but with one person.
Yes, that's just a fur.
Yeah, just a fail.
Your words. Iris, you've acted. Ray, you've acted. Iggy.
Okay, so for my first action, I'm going to heal myself. What do I need to do for that? I can't remember. Wait, hang on. I think I can pull it up here.
Yes, now I've got it here. It's a fortitude or metal check. And you need to get over 14.
Very cool. Very cool.
Fortitude or metal.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, there you go.
What'd you get?
I got a 14 plus metal.
Okay,
which
that's
are,
cool. You just need
So that's 15.
Did you get a great success or a
Great success, yeah.
A great
2
success. Roll
Yep.
a d6.
5.
That's how many you get back.
I feel
Nice.
much better. And that's
Very
that's my normal action.
Okay. Yep.
My free action, I don't know if this is possible, but I'm going to basically raise an alarm or something like that. I don't know how to do this.
Wee!
Wee,
That's
wee. Yeah.
You start crying out an alarm.
No. Well, yeah, that's the first thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna scream.
Alarm.
And then I'm going to there's no op attacks, I think. So I'm going to move and I'm gonna get out of this is a small room.
Yep.
There's absolutely op attacks in this game.
There
I've
is
experienced
absolutely
2 of
op
them very directly.
Okay. Am I in engagement range with this
You are.
creature? Cool. I'm gonna blink away. As
All right.
free action.
Sure.
You good?
The room
Extraordinary.
is only 40 foot by 40 foot. So you're going to blink into the corner or out the door.
Is the door still open or is
no,
the
she
door
closed
closed?
it.
Very cool. I'm gonna get like as far away from her as I can, putting Ray and her between me.
All right. You bump into the
and-
bookshelf behind you.
Yeah, and I rolled an extraordinary success, burn a spell point, and that's the
Nice.
end of my turn.
Okay. As you bump up against the bookshelf, having disengaged from her and moved out of the darkness sphere, as you bump up against the bookshelf, this hand falls out of the bookshelf, and it is a very old and desiccated hand that belonged to someone and is still attached to something behind you. Sidon, inside the large chamber, you are looking at Kavanagh, who's still mumbling about trolls and food. When in the distance you hear a loud, well, not really loud, a reedy scream. That sounds
Oh, you know that
familiar.
weedy scream.
The guards at the far end of the hall all sort of look up. They perk up. Then they look. One of them sort of sees you for the first time. Oi, what are you doing here? Have you brought us breakfast?
I'll whisper to the king. Oh, the Lord. They have to go see what that noise was immediately. There could be intruders in the castle.
He kind of looks at you. And you can see his eyes are grayed over and he's just completely out of it. And all he says is, the siege, we cannot, with the siege, we must remain steadfast. The breach will never fall.
The drow are in the castle. The guards should check the noise.
Tulips. Red tulips.
God damn it. Right. Now, apparently my plan has gone a bit awry, boys. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk very casually over to them. I'm going to reach into my pocket with what looks to be the half-eaten biscuit that I got from the
stomach of
the
the
dude.
dead courier.
Just to kind of get their attention.
Just to make sure it's said out loud.
You
Yeah.
have their attention.
All right. I'm gonna try and get between them, and I'm gonna slap one of them across the face, and then run for Iggy's voice.
Okay.
Not to deal damage, but yeah, just.
Give me a sleight of
Race.
hand check then.
You slightly
You want a
caress his
biscuit?
face. And
Here's
run.
your biscuit.
So since the Grebo worm tongue routine didn't work, you're going full Keystone Cop.
Follow me.
It's like, what would Ray do? Oh yeah, mindless violence.
It's
all
weapon
right.
time.
Ooh, I got a light point for that and a great success.
Okay.
As I got, and it's a sleight of hand. Did you say?
Yes, sir. That's agility.
Right, I got to focus on that. So that is 16.
Can we add a skill
22.
for Ray that's slap of hand? Or not Ray.
Slap of hand.
Slap
Sidon.
You
It's called
slap.
slap of hand.
You slap the guard. Now there are two doors. There's the large double doors right in front of you, or you notice on the the right-hand side, there's a small side door. The
Ooh, I'll take
screens-
the small side door if I can, rather than the,
Yeah,
the
sure.
main one.
You walk up to the guard, you slap him across the face, and then you run into the corridor beyond.
Yep. Come on, you big idiot.
The first guy, he immediately starts to follow you. The second one will start to follow you as well, and then remember what's going on and stop. But you continue down the corridor?
Whichever way I heard the noise.
Yeah. All right.
of-
Brilliant.
yeah.
Great. So you head down the corridor and off the map that I prepared. And so you are now rushing towards the place where the thing is happening. Meanwhile, back inside the chamber, the three of you, any one of you can act as this creature is now looming large and looking quite angry.
I'd like to go last. So my spell
I
lasts.
can go first.
All right.
If you guys
Cool.
want.
You
I'll
have
go
the
second.
desiccated hand. It's just slumped.
In the training manual,
Yeah.
was there just anything about losing faces and eyeballs and stuff like that?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, there was stuff that these are hellish demon spawn and devils and monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was vague on the description owing to the fact that not a lot of people who had seen them have survived to write about them.
Has anyone ever killed one?
The training
In the
manual
manual.
was most emphatic on this point. That's classified information.
No one's
Sounds
ever
about
killed one.
Okay, so cool.
Oh, no.
Do I run?
Can you run?
No. I mean, I actually can run better than all of you. I have blink
I
as
can
my
literally fly
free
out a
spell, so I
window
can
and
literally
leave
just
you
keep
all.
casting.
That's right.
And I literally, it's 100 meters per move, so it's pretty bonkers. But I don't think he'd leave Ray behind.
Where you can
Um,
see, right?
Yeah, so I'll have to open the door and
Yeah,
look.
That's
So
what we're talking.
I mean, that's not hard to do.
Well,
I don't
you
even.
haven't
I think it
opened
might
it
be
yet.
even. Yeah, I have to think about it. But I think I'm going to try again against this creature. I'm going to do a light point because I see Ray is like. I'm assuming he's a big guy, but this thing is.
She stands good
large
9 foot.
lady.
That's right, 9 foot.
Yeah,
You don't-
and so she's like towering over
you
her.
can see the pelvic region. This is an androgynous beast. It's just ripped muscle and blood and gore and bony spikes everywhere. Yeah.
Attack on
Like the
Titan.
thing,
Yeah, so they
Love that
are
movie.
much more. They look like they're going to rip Ray in half next turn. So I
Yeah.
have to stop this as
Okay.
best I can.
All
I'm
right.
going to use light feint again. I'm
Nice.
I'm on nearly on my last one,
Okay.
and I'm going to try.
Just don't roll a dark fate.
I did not.
it's testy when them DM's like, do well, please.
Do
Yes.
please 22.
Please.
He swore earlier when he
22,
rolled good.
Yes. Did you get a great success or an extraordinary success?
She's taken me. She slapped me right back. I did not.
Oh my goodness. All right.
I got a
so-
normal success.
normal success. Okay, fantastic.
I
You will.
I
Take
will say-
half the damage. Yeah.
Okay. Before I go unconscious, because I'm assuming this is going to knock me, I say run, and I'm going to blast her back.
All right. Do your damage. You blast her. She blasts you for not a huge amount of damage, as a matter of fact. Oh, okay. No, yeah, it is a huge
Good night.
amount of damage. How much damage do you deal to her, Harvard?
12.
Oh. She staggers backwards. Well, they stagger backwards with these bone spears sort of pawing in front of this black eye. And you get a sense that you hit home quite hard. Unfortunately, at the same time, in your mind, this face appears of her, and she just swallows you whole. And she's dealing you half damage, which is 5 points of damage.
You still
Okay,
up?
so this is what happens. My eyes glow blue, and like this kind of like laser kind of wave hits her. And then at the same time, my head snaps back and I crack into the wall, and there's this blood spray as I kind of like slump. I'm still up, but I don't look so good.
Nice.
Further
Nice.
life point immediate, 2 more damage to her from my skill.
Oh, you like your aura effects.
Keep them close.
Keep them close.
Keep my babies close. Don't you touch my babies.
It feels so good. Please keep me safe.
I'm going to
points
try.
damage. You're up.
I'm going to do the stabby.
Okay, give me some rolls. Give me some nice high numbers.
Yep, I'm working on it. I mean, you know me. I roll high numbers.
Oh yeah, known for
There we
it.
go. That's a 6 on the Bone Daddy die.
Yoo-hoo, Bone Daddy.
Thanks, you Bone Daddy.
And the rest are ones.
Oh, they are not. Thank
That
you.
has happened to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
That only happens to me.
right. And so
So that's a total of 4 plus. Sorry, it's been a bit, and I'm tired. I didn't
that's
sleep.
okay. That's why I wrote
Sorry,
my
buddy.
That is 19. Actually.
19.
Ooh.
Excellent. Tell me, did you get a great success, an extraordinary
I did not.
success?
No
It was a
doubles of any
standard
kind.
Success. Okay.
Standard success.
You deal your damage as you, unfortunately, because of the amount of action.
That's a 6 again. That's 11 damage.
Ouch. Fantastic.
She's taking that boar spear right in the boar place.
Oh, you stab straight in, but you feel as you are pushing that spear in through the red blood dripping muscle that your spear is just hitting bone as you're trying to drive it through, and that bone is not breaking. It's almost as if the skin on top of the bone is just for show.
Nice.
It is. There is no good eating on this one. And she rolled double ones for the damage that she's dealing back to you, so you take a total of 2 points of damage.
I think it's just one now because you're still in the cloak. I'm not in the cloak, but you're in the cloak of shadows,
that's
right?
I'm in the Cloak
That's
of
right.
Shadows.
That's right. That's right.
It's
So
one
only
ally.
one
Is
point.
it a radius?
Yeah, it's. I don't know, but I'm not in it anymore. I left. So
My shield is also still not broken.
Nice.
Thank you, Shield Master.
Bounce it off your shield as her arm sort of. It's reflectively trying to hit out, but doesn't seem to be connecting. Iris, you're up.
Actually, I was going
Alright.
to do my movement if that's possible. I
sure.
was going to try to drive that creature as far away from Mickey as I can get in a straight line back.
I like that. You know what? I would say give me a brawn check.
Coming up. Brawn I can do.
111.
Nope. Double
Ron, you
fives
can't do.
Double fives is fine.
plus. Oh yeah, Jesus, 17.
Nice. You just drive her backwards so she's in the exact opposite corner of this room to Iggy, as far away as possible. So she's 27 feet away. And I forget we're in meters now. She's 3.5 meters away from you. Iris.
All right. So my Cloak of Shadows goes down because it's
Yeah.
my next turn.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt in her face because I can see her over top of Ray. So, because it keeps working. I keep exploding people. I'm going to try this.
Do you want to use a light fight?
Sure. Yeah. I will.
Yeah.
Probably
Might as
the
well.
time to do it.
Hey. Woohoo. Okay. That is 10, 14, 7, 21.
Fantastic.
And it's a great success.
Great success. Wonderful.
Yes.
Your lightning bolt arcs out directly towards her, slams into her, and does
3 damage.
No, 10 damage.
10
Nice.
damage. Wow. Okay.
How's she
She's taking
doing?
more than a dragon.
Yeah. Some of us have changed the rules subsequent to consulting with the game designers.
Fully in agreement with it.
So yes, you slam that into her. She is flung back against the wall as this lightning arcs and pours around her, charging out and stabbing at the stonework. And yeah,
do I have movement?
You do.
I'm going to get in front of Iggy.
There's like 2 human shields. My favorite.
Is there an open window, or is there a window in this room?
An open window? No, there
or
is
just a window.
There is an arrow slot, which is it's a wedge cut into the wall, and then there's a very narrow. It's probably
how skinny are
20 centimeters wide.
But,
you ain't fitting through an arrow slot, dude.
I didn't think I was either.
Well, they're designed not to.
Hold on, give the Bane Lord a few more rounds. We'll fit him through that arrow slot. Don't worry.
I would love it if we end up killing this thing and all you did in the fight was slap a guard.
That'd be great. You run in and
and be
I'm
like,
here.
What happened?
Oh no!
What happened? We all turn around. Where what? Iggy almost died.
Well, I might die after this.
Just can't leave you guys for a minute.
You can't. You really can't.
We end up solving the case. Sorry.
Solving the case, provoking a Bane Lord. Same thing, right?
I said
That
there was
is the case,
Nicholas.
yeah.
She didn't
Almost
like
dying.
Yeah,
Screaming like little girls. Yeah.
That's just that case.
That is
Wait, what are
very
we
true.
waiting for?
I don't know. Whose turn is it?
All 3 of us went and we all hit her. So
I'm so sorry. I was waiting for one of you. I thought one of you guys
I think
was doing something.
Sid needs to run more.
Yeah,
needs to
Sid
be
is
here.
arriving in the room at the end of this round. Absolutely, no doubt. Sorry, I that was completely my bad. I thought someone was doing something.
I feel like this is like Ninja
If you
Turtles
want to let
1.
me do another thing, I'll do another
Or
thing.
Ralph
Yeah,
is
give
in
us
there.
It's all good. It's all
I like
good.
to do more
We're
stuff.
basically end of the round because all 3 of us are
You
gone
are
now.
indeed. Yes, absolutely. Sid, you arrive at this door. Do you open it?
Oh yeah. I'll open. Are the guards still following me? I'm kind of.
The one guard is. He's like, I'm gonna do some rather nasty things to you. Thank you very much.
Hey, come on. You
grab
can do
the
those
door?
nasty things to me over here. I'll open the door as long as they're still following, because the idea is I'm going to bring guards to,
Yeah.
help.
You heard a giant, large lightning bolt in the room, so
You were
Yeah,
definitely.
I'll open the door. Yeah, but you guys are lunatics. I'm just expecting like some like poor innocent librarian sitting at a table minding her own business. Iggy said something, and Iris has gone, "Oh yeah," and then exploded everyone. And it's just, I'm expecting just absolute anarchy. And I open the door, and I see before me this giant monstrosity, spear-like appendages, eyeball. Blood, guts, gore. I just quietly close the door.
I was gonna say, please just close the door.
Just turn back to the guard.
I love
That's
you.
me.
Thank
I'm
you
good.
so much.
Take
I
the
was like,
cookie.
he's gonna go
Okay,
say some cool thing he's gonna
No.
do. I'm like, it'd be better if you just close. The
You better
door
get in
and
there. There's
walk
one eyeball that
away.
needs scooping.
No. I do say, Queen Mob's hairy armpits. What the hell is going on in here?
As a sprite who knows Queen Mab. I prove
I'm
this.
just
Uh,
yelling, protect Iggy.
Ace. How close to the door is Iggy?
Iggy's about 3 meters away from the door.
Sweet. How close is that to this thing?
3.5 meters away.
Good. I stay exactly half a meter out of its reach.
Yeah.
And I go, right, Boyo, how you feeling? Good? Excellent. I'm gonna grab you, and I'm gonna take you out the door. We're gonna go on a little walk.
Okay. But Ray is not wearing a dress yet.
All right. So yes. I mean, just so I can help out.
Yeah.
And I know this is like so pointless. Can I like toss a dagger just to kind of cover my retreat?
You can attempt to attack her, yes.
I love how you say this.
Comes in, picks up Iggy. Takes my pain, wench. Bye.
Exactly.
It does sound like an assassin, actually.
That's basically it. I'm an assassin. I'm not a. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna do that.
All right.
Now I'm gonna also throw in an extra thing here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw in an extra thing here if I can.
Sure.
Do it.
Okay.
Kill it.
I'm also. Actually, you know what? And this is gonna sound really exploitive, but I feel like that's the case. I'm going to grab Iggy,
Yeah.
and I'm going to slap the guard again.
That'll be another
Here's
attack.
why. No. As in, instead of throwing a knife, and here's why. Here's
all right.
why. Because I can spend a light point and designate him as my target, all enemies ignore me en route to the target, and I ignore difficult terrain and hard movement effects, and enemies cannot block me en route to that person. So I'm targeting the guard so I can grab Iggy and be unimpeded to get back out the room and slap him in the face.
Nice.
You're gonna sacrifice this poor guard.
No, but maybe. I mean, if he goes in there and fights this thing, I didn't ask him to do that.
He's a very brave guard.
But yeah, I'm hoping that him and his friend, die for the cause.
Green walks in and is like, "Oh hell no," and walks away.
I love it. You
Okay, so I'm
grab
gonna-
Iggy.
so- Yep.
As
Walk up to the guard. I give you a dark fate point,
I will take it.
but the other 2 dice were 6s,
Nice.
so that's and I've got focus on my. No, I don't have focus on my blade because I'm not using my blades. So melee. So that is 17 to slap this dude.
Yeah, that slaps the guard big time. And you got
I'm like-
doubles?
I did get doubles.
Okay, fine. Yep, you slap him.
Please don't knock him
absolutely. He becomes your enemy, and you can move past him without any problems.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And then I'm gonna say, "In there, you fool!" And then point at the.
He touches his tender cheek and then looks inside the room, and he will act on the turn when NPCs act, because it's the rest of your companions to act first. But yes, of the
I'm sitting there also thinking, "You're going to tell me you see some sort of beautiful woman in there, aren't you? You're going to really cross at me and stab me with a knife, aren't you?"
Can I do something on my way out?
yeah,
I also hate to do this. The enemy hasn't had its turn.
no, it will at the end of the round.
I think that was the end of the round.
That's the end of the round.
So it's turn
We
now.
all
We went-
4 have acted now.
Oh,
Sid went.
right. Okay, fantastic. Good. Then I'm spending 3.
Sorry, guys. I wanted to.
There we
to be
go.
honest.
Thank you for
3?
keeping me honest. I'm spending 3
Jesus.
dark fate points.
And now,
It's actually a bit silly, but it's only Iris and Ray. You guys need to give me an athletics check, please, using agility.
Thanks,
Got you,
Sid.
Iggy.
You literally just saved my life. I have
Got you, Iggy.
two hit points.
It's okay. I've got so much to athletics. This is the one thing I can just keep adding
Don't.
points on.
What am I rolling?
I'm using a light fate on this one too.
Athletics.
I don't have athletics.
Athletics with.
I would also
agility.
like to move my webcam and show you what happened.
Okay.
I don't know how, but I'm
Oh,
gonna try.
all right. Well, never mind. You can just tell us. We believe you. We have no reason.
I didn't get any cool. The Bone Daddy dice didn't give me anything, but I got 3 6s,
Nice.
and we're adding. Oh, we're adding so much to that. I think I beat 24.
I'm gonna use
Fantastic.
a light fate. I'm gonna use a light fate and try to survive. Oh my god. Okay.
You're dead.
I'm so dead. 9. What's athletics? Is it agility, brawn, metal, strength?
It's agility.
Okay, thank God. 4. That's 8. 11. I did not do well.
You dead.
I'm dead.
It's okay. I got
Good thing I
something for this.
haven't got hit yet though, so maybe I
I
might
got something
live.
real dickish for this that I just
One
noticed in
health.
Shield Master.
Uh-oh.
I just rolled maximum damage.
Yeah.
You take
However.
20 points of damage.
Oh, she's
No,
out. She's out. She's
oh.
having a nap.
Oh,
wait,
no,
no,
she
Ray's
doesn't.
got a solution.
What is Ray gonna do? Because
Ray has Shield Master, and I can also use it to block all damage to anyone next to me.
I
I'll lose the
wonder-
shield in the process, but I can do it.
You what? What happens?
I'll lose my shield, but I can do it.
I'm not sure you can, because she's spewing out this grey black mist which is filling the room, and you're dodging out of the way of that mist. I would say you can do it if you spend a light fate point,
I will do so.
because then
And
you're
if you'd like,
basically
I
just
can
pushing
take-
Iris to the left.
If you like, I can take damage as well for the result.
No. I'm happy for you to use your special power. I'm just saying it's going to take an extraordinary amount of fate to be able to push Iris out of the way of this cloud.
Yeah, I'll just do the no further in front of Iris and
Nice.
block the gas.
All right, that's what you do. She howls in anger and
And that's the last of my light points. That's it.
frustration.
I only have one left.
Use it to save me.
All right, we go to the top of the round. The guard, by the way, takes one look inside and spins around, looks at you, Sidon, and suddenly starts going, "Ah!" And all throughout the castle, you're hearing this. "Ah!"
Oh, it's the worms in the brains. Got it.
Yep, it's the pod people from the 70s movie.
Yep, that's what I was thinking too. You don't want to give that away though.
Going off everywhere.
There's many
around
movies like that. There's like 5 of them actually.
Yeah, but
I haven't
that
watched
scream,
any
that's
of
a
those.
Donald Sutherland scream right there. I recognize that scream.
you. Right? So,
That's an end credit scream. Sorry, I
How
don't know
much,
why.
how much damage if I throw Iggy at someone?
Yeah.
It's a lot of bludgeoning. It's gotta be. I mean, a body is heavy.
if you throw Iggy at someone, yeah,
Go
you'll
stiff. We'll use as a weapon.
So I'd like to act before I get I'm used as a battering ram.
All right, so the four of you are now acting as at the beginning of the round. So as per normal, anyone can act first. Iggy, if you want to go first, you're welcome to.
I'm going to look at Ray. I'm going to summon the last of my will, and I'm going to say, "Get her good." And I'm going to psychonically imbue your weapon.
Interesting.
Sweet. I don't know what that means.
Cool. I get it. No problem. And I have to spend another spell point. So that's cost me 2. But essentially, you get a +1 bonus on your attack, and then you get to add +7 damage because of my craft.
I'm gonna hurt this bitch.
Do it.
And Iggy, that was cast on Ray's weapon or on Sidon's weapon?
Ray's weapon.
Ray's weapon. All
I'm
right.
trying to
Do
see
like
if
the
there's.
fireman carry. He's just off the back. Boom. Boom.
Yeah, you just hear in your mind what I told you, but it doesn't say a range.
All right.
It says full action on another. That was my turn.
That's your full action. As far as I'm concerned, it must be line of
that's it.
sight. It's,
Okay.
it's psychic and magic, right?
Yeah, it's a magic
Yeah,
arcane
all right.
spell.
Okay.
That's my turn.
That's what Iggy has done. Sidon, Iris, or Ray, what are you doing?
I'll save till last.
All right. Iris or Sidon?
I'll go. I was gonna see if I can do Cloak of Shadows at the end of your turn, just in case you
I
decide
was
to
gonna-
hit you back.
All right. Sidon, you're up.
I was gonna be like, well, this thing looks incredibly dangerous. Are we getting the hell out of here? And I'm like, I was gonna wait for at least Iris to bail, maybe. I don't know.
They're all standing firm. You read the room. They're not going anywhere. If you don't act now, you're not going to act this round. What are you doing?
All right. I don't want to kill you, poor innocent man. I'm going to. Can I just kick this guy over?
He's
like,
not
just-
impeding you. You magicked him last round to not impede.
No, I know, but I don't want to run from everyone and take Iggy out, and I don't want this guy to hit me. So I want to just kind of kick him in the chest, like, you know, Sparta kick him and just knock him to the ground. And stay down, you stupid, creepy thing.
You can try. Make a melee attack against him as per usual.
I mean, I'm like, we got to go. This is. Oh, I got exactly the same thing as before. So 17
17 is definitely a hit.
with a
Do
great
damage.
success.
Great success. Do damage.
I just want to knock him down. I don't want to do damage. I want to just on the floor.
Roll your damage anyway. That will help me
Okay.
determine whether he resists or not.
4.
Yeah. You push him aside. He continues to make that noise as you sort of push him to the ground. He doesn't seem to be moving at all.
Does he have a wallet?
Does he have a
That's
wallet?
fair. We need the gold.
Does he have a wallet? Does he have a wallet?
That's money. That's useful.
He has a pouch. Yes.
Oh,
he
not
does.
for
Hell
long.
yeah. Yeah, it's gone. That is our pouch.
Look, I said I wasn't going to kill him. I didn't say I was going to rob him.
Cut to the briefing later with your Lord Commander. So whilst your companions were fighting the Bane Lord, you were pilfering coin?
He
I
asked of the
single-handedly
serial killer.
rescued our dying wizard. And in the meantime, I decided to lucratively
Handedly.
make use of my time while securing our exit strategy.
Meanwhile, in the present, Iris is busy staring at this giant, muscled beast from hell.
If you want to defer to end, Iris, I can go.
Yeah, I'll save to the end so I can cloak us if we need to, or if it looks really hurting, blow it up.
Okay, I will look back at Iris. Tell Oriana it's going to be okay, all right? And going for the stab.
Make your attack.
As I tell her to run.
That's a
Ray's.
good
This is Ray's entire character arc as an enemy.
Yes.
I don't think I can get to the door without passing this thing is the problem.
No, you're behind. I'm assuming you're next to Ray, but it's going to get an op attack.
I thought I was still in the room and it was by the door.
No, it's against the far
it's
bookshelf.
against the wall.
I get a life point from Bone Daddy Die.
Nice.
Hey.
I'm all for it.
And a 4.
That's 10.
10 plus another 6.
16.
16. What do I get
Plus
from
1.
the thingy?
1.
17. 17 total.
17. And no doubles?
No doubles, no.
All right,
No, I
17.
got 6. I do get doubles, actually. Sorry. The 6 Bone Daddy dice and the 6 regular dice.
All right. That
I'm not used to this still. It's only been 4 episodes. I promise I'm doing my homework.
You hit her. Do your damage.
You get a +7 to this.
Oh.
That's a plus 12 now. Whatever I roll in this d6.
It's a psychic damage. I don't know if that actually helps. It's a psionic blast, so it might just bypass armor.
Nice.
Sweet. That's another 6. That's 11 plus 7.
11 plus 7? Holy.
Yeah.
So you get 12.
1d6 plus 5.
Holy.
When I hit, I hurt.
You just jam this thing directly
18.
into the sternum, and the whole sternum just collapses around the spear, and her bone protrusions try and stab blindly at you, but you've got her on the end of the spear of yours, and as you twist, you have this satisfying crack of various things, and suddenly this black bile just spews out of the mouth and out of the hole in the center of her head where her eyeball is, and the whole thing just drops limp.
I very gingerly reach down, scoop out the eyeball, and save it for Sid.
Aww.
Oh, that's sweet. Disgusting, but sweet.
Yeah. Iris, what are you doing?
I don't know if I should eat that.
Don't eat this one. This is the big bad one. You can pickle it.
Yeah.
So it's like 100% dead, like it's not going to attack us from the floor?
It's just hanging on the spear.
I'm going to walk beside Ray.
All right.
I'm going to hold my action. In case this thing
Ray's eyes
moves.
are bloodshot, and he looks happier than you've ever seen him.
All right.
He
Ray,
looks like
you're
he's
reaching
ready
down to
kill
get
someone.
that eyeball. I spend a dark feint to
Do it.
activate the creature's ability.
Do
And
it.
as you're going for the eyeball, those spikes just surge forward. I need you to please give me a defense check, which is agility.
Defense agility coming up. Luckily, it's a +0.
Oh. I spend a dark fate. It uses its fanatical strength power.
I'm going to spend that light fate point I got to
yeah.
roll another die. It's better. Thank you, God. It was a 6. That's 2 6s and a 5.
Oh, yes!
17. Yeah. Have you got another plus 2 to make it a 19?
No, absolutely not.
There's no psychic power. It's just a 17.
Hold
Sorry,
on. Let me see if I got
burned.
my. Let's see. Heavy armor master. Got this one.
Since I held my action, can I pull him back?
It wouldn't help in this instance unless you have a power that would give an ally a benefit to their roll. I like your
You
thinking,
could-
but
You could make him take half damage, but so you could or blow her up.
Well, I was going to try to blow her up by taking the spear and lightning rodding it into her chest.
You can.
Nice.
That would be awesome. I got nothing to do it.
All right.
I'll take
Okay,
full-
so I'm going to do that. I'm going to grab...
Well, he has to take his damage first.
Yeah.
I still got to take my damage
you
first.
do
We're not getting away
indeed.
from
Your
that.
damage is 14 points.
Well, there goes your armor, but you're okay.
Are you dead?
I'm out.
Wait, what
I
about
hadn't
your?
healed.
What about your armor? Your armor
I
has
was
healed.
still messed up from last time. I never healed the armor.
It heals. I thought it heals automatically.
No, you have to take
No,
a
you
short
have to
rest.
No,
fix
you have
it.
to make craft checks. I made one when we were with the
We
goblins.
never
with
had
all the
time because we were
leather
running around
pieces.
doing shit.
Okay.
I
That should-
made time.
Oh, crap.
I also
That
made
should
time
drop
for
me.
it. I'm pretty
Let's
sure you
see.
made time for it, but maybe you didn't. Maybe you were sad.
No,
I
he
didn't.
didn't. He left. He
if
left
I didn't
the
say it,
place
I didn't
before
do
we-
it. That's
Oh,
I'll follow the
there
old
you go.
school rules. If I don't
Very-
declare it, I
very
didn't
well.
do it.
All right, so you have got these two bones stabbed through you, Kai. What is Iris doing?
So Iris is going to grab the spear that is in his hands.
It's still in his
I'm
hands.
gonna run in Ray's hands, and as he drops, I grab it and just use a lightning bolt through it to use it like a lightning rod
I like that.
into the being.
Cast your lightning
Yeah,
damage.
into Ray.
Cast your spell.
Live. Become
All right.
Frankenstein.
I don't think I should spend my last fate point because it needs it for a saving
Whatever you
Ray.
want.
All right, I'm just gonna roll and pray. Please let me kill this thing. That's 7 plus 7 is 14 plus 1 is 15.
And you get it. You have like a resolve, right? It's this one.
That's the one I added.
Oh, okay.
15.
7 plus 7 is 14 plus
Do
1
we have
is 15.
any more on 15?
I can spend my fate point.
That might be.
I
Good.
mean, technically,
Who's
I can
one?
still deliver 2 damage
Why are you
with
still?
Avenger.
Sure, I'll use my fate point and re-roll my 1.
No, I can't. I was being funny.
2, shoot, 16.
16. We have any advances in 16? Is that it? You fire off your magic at her, at this being. Did you get any doubles?
No, I did not.
All right. So you spend the spell points.
Yep.
And that is it. You don't take an attack back. Is that right?
No, not with this one.
Okay.
I just have to spend double points. Does
You
it
gotta
hit
spend
her? I guess not.
no.
No.
It sort of arcs around and it doesn't even get it. You fail to discharge it completely.
Yep.
I'll just look back, mouth filled with blood, run, and then collapse.
As she sort of pulls the bone spears out of you. She still has the spear stuck in the side of her because, well, you sort of jabbed it back in, but it failed to do any damage. That's the end of the round. The round goes to a new beginning, which means any one of the 4 of you can act.
I'm just gonna.
I could
I'll
try it
take my
again.
turn to go.
So I'm gonna put Iggy to the side, and I'm gonna go. All right, listen, lad. You stay right here, okay? I'll be right back. I'm gonna run in next to the creature, and say, "Hey, how are you going?" I'm gonna grab Ray by the foot and grab Iris, basically in a headlock, because I know how aggressive she's gonna get in a second, and I'm gonna do the same thing and spend a light point and go kick that guard in the balls, ignoring her, difficult terrain, and all the danger things, and get the 2 of them out of there.
How are you
You're
ignoring
gonna drag
her?
2 people.
Don't you have to attack her?
No, I don't. I have to. Whoever I target, that's the person I can move towards, and no one can stop me to get to that guy. So I go in, and then
Yes.
she can't do anything to attack, interfere, block, or stop me from getting back out.
Oh, sure, but she can still make an attack against you.
No, on her own independently.
On her own
Yes.
turn,
But-
yes.
Yeah. Just not while I'm moving away and around and stuff like that.
Right. You can definitely grab Ray. If Iris is going to resist you, then you might have to.
I would just take him because pulling 2 people at the same time is not
Yeah,
gonna
what's
work.
your strength, man? Because I am heavy.
That's what I'm.
I've got
He's
3
big.
brawn.
Yeah, I would just focus Ray.
Really? Is 3 brawn not enough?
Brawn 3. Well,
Pull.
it's plus all the extra values, so you can pull Ray absolutely. What I'm saying is, if Iris says no, I'm not going, then it's an opposed check.
Yeah.
So Iris,
opposing?
are you leaving the room or not?
I'm going to leave with them, but I'm probably going to try to stop this thing from killing everybody.
All right.
Oh yeah. I'm
So
just trying to get out and make distance.
No,
so it
I'm
can't-
like I'm getting it. So basically, if you're grabbing Ray, I'm going to get like because I'm already in melee range with her. I'm going to move so that Ray is behind me, so he doesn't take any more damage and just straight up kill him. So I'm basically acting as the barrier now. And
Yeah,
you
but
can
that's
pull
what I'm saying.
him.
I'm taking him out, like literally, like out into the corridor.
Yeah, do that. I'm going to keep myself between Ray and her.
All right. That's what happens. You
Okay.
drag
She's
Ray.
doing
I
away.
try to. Yeah, I'll try, but obviously I'm not going to slow down because
Yeah.
look, no offense. I don't like this guy. I like Iris a little, but not enough to die for her. Sorry. So come on, big fella.
Well,
Let's
there's
get
honesty.
moving.
There's honesty for you.
Yeah.
Ray,
I have many things. Complex is not one of them. Just,
I need you,
and
Ray.
then I'm going to kick that guy in the balls again.
Sure. You.
I have to make an
him.
attack. That's part of it. I have to make an attack.
Make your attack.
He just keeps.
He gets hit in the happy sack.
All right.
So that is
Happy
triple
sack?
success.
That's fantastic.
That's 555.
He stops making his noise.
Does he stop making any noise?
He
Including a
does.
breathing sound?
That's 3 on the damage.
Did you kick him in the balls to death?
He is quiet.
What a way to go.
Sorry, don't take it personally. All right, Iggy, I've got these two. Now, let's see if we get the hell out of here, eh?
I'm just staring at Ray, and then I look up at her,
I am stabbed and unconscious.
and yeah, you are. And he's like, eyes are wide, and you can see him kind of like breathing out, and his eyes
Okay.
start to mist this kind
Breathe.
of green
Don't breathe.
glow, and he looks up at her, and he's gonna go all in.
Iggy, no!
Oh.
Wizard fight, do it. This is the way.
Interesting.
I'm happy to go this way.
I'm gonna use a dice.
Sure.
gonna use a dice.
So is the. I'm also
As opposed to
spending a
some
dark
playing cards.
fate point.
I figured you would. This is the way that Iggy
Yeah.
would go.
It's not terrible.
Next time I get to play Orianne. That's why I built her.
Hey, you still got a.
Oh, you do?
You're not dead yet. You ain't dead yet.
You get to try to bring him back to life.
22.
Oh, you are. That is perfect. You got some doubles in there? Yeah?
No, she's hitting me back.
Oh, no. Why? Why?
We're gonna have to. No!
Well,
Well,
22 is spot on the money.
Nice.
21 was actually needed.
Maximum damage.
Excellent.
13 points.
Nice. And you get half back, right?
Sure, whatever she does have to me.
Yeah.
I'm out. I almost guarantee you I'm out. I have
Does
3
one,
hit,
I'm dead.
Yeah.
I literally have 3 hit points left.
Okay, because she does halved, she does 4 back at you. 7.
Okay, so I'm out.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
you
run
do
that way.
just go out.
Yep.
Is it? Yeah, it's still out. Just go out.
All right.
But I hit her with 13.
As
She alive?
you fire this psychic blast into this beast, she is sort of reaching towards you, Iris. And as she does, her head just starts... It looks like the skull is starting to actually just sink in on itself. And the whole socket where the eye is seems to double in size. And then the whole head just implodes in on itself. And there's this sort of spray of black jelly in all directions.
Oh my
the-
wa. Mushinru.
Nani?
Brain is just crushed into this jelly. And she collapses again to the ground. But this time with black ooze pouring out of every hole and orifice that she happens to have.
All right, guys,
Ray.
don't try to get the eye.
Ray, I need you to give me a metal or resolve check, if you please.
Coming right up.
Yes.
Sid is good. That's exactly
It's
what
ice cream.
it's one of those like big jawbreakers.
Yeah.
Exactly. Let's see. I've got that's a 4 on the die.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Do I go into negatives?
12.
You don't go to negative.
16 total.
Okay.
16
metal.
total. Okay,
With my metal of
fantastic.
+4.
To see if your character is alive. Your character is still alive using the each additional round of the first. You did not roll a 6 on the Kismet dice, right?
I did not roll a 6 in the Kismet
Okay,
die. I am out
fantastic.
of light fate points.
You
period.
remain
Same.
alive. Please write the number 1 somewhere on your character sheet.
Okay.
All right. Iris, you are the last to act. What are you doing?
So I have healing, so I'm going to run up and try to save Iggy.
All right. Make a heal check insight.
Insight or heal check? I have both. I have the skill
heal.
healing.
Heal.
Is insight.
It
Oh, is
uses
that
insight.
it's insight? Ooh, yay. That's 5, 11, 13, 16.
You needed a 14. So, Iggy, you regain consciousness
yeah.
with 1 life.
Nice.
It's like if you're gonna make me make a check on any of those things you asked him to make, I am a dead person.
It was coming. It was coming.
He saved you.
Thank you.
Okay, so you heal him up. Sidon, you are in the corridor. You can hear something moving towards you, coming from that great hall. It sounds like a bag of jelly being dragged across a ground that has been covered with little bits of sticks which snap and crack as this bag is dragged towards you. The bag sounds as if it's about 3.5 tons in weight.
What's the smell like?
At the moment, electrical ozone from all of the lightning bolts that have been fired off, and this disgusting smell of sulfur which is now starting to emanate from the corpse of the body.
Right.
There are other doors along the corridor that you came running along to get to this room.
I'm going to say quickly in here. I'm going to point at one of the other doors.
Ray is getting cold in your hands.
What is? Sorry.
Ray is dying.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to drag him over to one of the nearby rooms, and basically I'm basically trying to stealth the group, as it were. So what I want to do is, before I go into the room, I want to take out, just kind of like, from my cooking tools, I'd like to grab out, a ladle or something with an awkward shape to it.
Sure.
And I kind of want to hurl it, like if there's like a flight of stairs nearby, or...
There's the corridor leading to the central hall, the door that you're currently opening, and the central hall is where that sound is coming from. And then there is the wizard's room as well.
Also, we're at the end of like a dead end kind of side thing.
Yep.
Oh, that's tough.
The way castles are designed.
Okay. So this room that the wizard was in, it looks like a library of some kind, right?
Exactly right. Yeah, 4 meters by 4 meters.
Okay. Being an assassin, do I know that a lot of castles used to have like secret doors and passages and the like and stuff? Just okay. I'm gonna risk it, and I want to take I mean, I can't do anything to help Ray a lot. Like my heal is almost non-existent. So what I'd like to do is maybe look around and see if there's anywhere in the library that might have a hidden passage or something that we can use to escape and not get through whatever this lumbering mass is.
You can start to make an investigation check for me using wits.
All right. Ooh, it's not bad. That's a 14.
You start searching. You don't see anything that will help you at all. Next person to act.
I can. I'm going to go to Ray.
On.
I'm basically going to put my hands on him and be like, you tell Ray and yourself, and I'm going to do a healing check again.
Give me a heal check.
It's on the 4, and it was a 5. Hey, it's still not bad. That is 15 plus my wits is another 3. It's 18.
It's insight, not wits.
Oh,
Your insights plus whatever 3.
it's the same thing.
Nice.
So it's 18.
18. Ray, death, which was coming to cuddle you, embrace you, and take you to a happy place, now retreats, leaving you to wake up in the bosom of Iris in the middle of a castle surrounded by death.
I'm basically like, you tell Orion yourself and start to try to pick him up.
Nice. You can see that Sidon is trying to search for something, Iggy.
Cool.
Come on.
I'm going to help him, but I also want to prepare... can I use a free action to help him, like look around?
No, it's an active.
Okay, then I will do that. I
Right.
will help him.
Give me an investigate check.
While he's doing that, am I able to stand up now?
You can stand up, but that's it for the round, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I hear
19.
that squelching sound?
You
The awful,
all
awful
hear that
squelching sound?
squelching,
Okay.
snapping sound. On 19, Iggy, your brain goes, wait a minute, there was that hand that touched me. And
Same.
you go to the hand and you pull on the hand, and there's a thunk from the other side of the bookshelf. And you realize, Sidon, you come over immediately, and the bookshelf can be pulled away, and you can see that there is a naked woman hanging. She's obviously trying to get through the bookshelf, but has died. She's got several spike wounds in her, which match the spike wounds that Ray has from those bone infusions. She's been here for a good long time, however. And then there is the small chamber beyond with what looks to be a heavy stone door at the far end.
Ah, poor lass. Get out of my way. I'm gonna just say, quick, through here. No time to explain. Giant worm, probably going to eat you. The little ones are buggers. That sounds like a really big one. Quick, let's get in here.
You rush in, Iris?
On the way, because I'm passing by a Bane Lord, and I don't know how many samples people have had of Bane Lords. I'm going to take the spear, chop off its head, and take its head with me.
The imploded, soggy bag of black goose.
Whatever I can get that can be a sample, like an arm or a leg or something, preferably the head where the eyeball is, or if the eyeball's sitting on top of it.
Eyeball still
you took it out?
Yeah,
I thought you died before. Yeah, anything we can for a sample of a Bane Lord, because I don't know what we have, because everything was so vague.
Right.
I'm going to take it and go.
Easy enough.
And on the way, where the arrow slit is, I'm going to use one of my follower points. I have 2 left, so I'm only going to use 1. To send Holly to tell Orianne that the Bane Lord is here, be on guard, get somewhere safe. Because I know how important she is to Ray, and I'm going to send her off to Orianne.
All right. Holly disappears. Iggy?
I used my turn. I helped him with the investigate. I think we're
All
on.
right.
Are we
Appreciate
rotating? As you're
I'm
running.
glad I saved you first.
Top of the round. Everybody joins Sidon in that chamber.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and we close it.
You pull it shut. All right.
Was there that body? Is she inside the room with us now?
She is, yeah. It looks as if she was trapped inside here for a good long time, and probably she was stabbed a couple times, but not before she had managed to sort of tear a small hole in the back of the bookshelf to stick her hand out to try and get help.
So I'm gonna be like, Ray, can you carry her so we can get her hand out of the door, so they don't be like, oh, we should go through here where the hand is. So
I look down at my huge wounds. I look up at you.
I don't feel so good.
All right, I'll get on that.
Just to be clear, you both have 1 life point, right?
So don't stub your toe.
That's what you wake up on when you wake up from consciousness.
Yeah, I don't know about how like the round healing goes. If I can, I'll do another round of healing, but I assumed it was like once per short rest or something like that. I could do that magical. I'm just better now healing.
Also, is this like a small alcove?
It's a small.
Or does it go
room.
somewhere?
There's a stone door on the far side. Yeah. It looks like this room. There's a large chest on the one wall, and several books piled up next to the chest. But other than that, the room is empty.
Where's the Lord?
Ah, well, funny story that.
Is he up there with the squishy?
I'll share the journey.
As you're running towards the stone door, or what are you?
Oh, yeah. Once we're in the alcove and we close it off.
I'm going to go to the books in the chest, look for something of notes that we can use. Like this might have been the Bane Lord's secret place to make his notes, like how the goblins had one, that little side room. Because I don't think he would keep it out in the open. Anything that could help us and the Tandori? I forgot the name. Tandori's Elder Scrolls. Tamsarai. Tandori's Elder Scrolls. Tamsarai. Anything that could help us figure out what they're doing with the breach and what they're doing with the dark elves. I'm looking for that.
All right.
I'm standing here with a naked dead woman on my shoulder, wondering what the fuck I'm doing with the naked dead woman on my shoulder.
I mean, put that down. What are you doing?
With pleasure. I don't know why she told me to carry it.
I just wanted her out of the door. If she was like hung up, I wanted it out so they didn't follow us.
All right. To clarify, you can use the recover point at any time. There's no limitation that I could see.
I'll use a recover point, please.
Yes,
I do that.
That's a metal check, if you please. Metal check. You need to roll above 14, and
could it be resolve?
It says here fortitude metal.
Fortitude metal. I rolled above a 14. I got a 16.
Did you get great success, extraordinary success, or standard success?
Standard.
Roll a d6.
1d6 coming up. 5.
You get 3 hit points back.
Sweet.
Mitch,
I don't feel so good.
you didn't get there. You're sick.
I have a medal of 1, and I rolled an 11, so I got a 12.
You got close, but no scar. Yeah.
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 I'm going to
You
also
didn't
do it,
actually-
but I rolled a 1 on my Dark Fate, and I got a total of 5.
I thank
Nice.
you. The dark side gets stronger.
I
Remember that time
I-
Guy
I-
spent
I
3
was
life.
missing 2 hit points. That was unnecessary, but I think Sid would have.
Sid
Everyone
took
else
the
is
blow
having
for me,
enough.
so I'm at full health, so I'm good.
You're all right.
I don't feel
You
so good,
gonna
though.
open up that chest?
Excuse me, Ray.
I'm
did
looking.
that.
Well, there's books and stuff there, right?
Ray
So
did
are you
that
going for
too.
the books first, or are you going for the chest?
I'm going for the books first. I think it's notice check, right?
Are you casually looking at the books, or are you going to actually open and read them?
I
you
just
wanna
want to
stay
see
in
if it's the
here?
same writing or if it's
Oh, sure.
if it's in someone's handwriting. I'm gonna pocket it.
You don't even have to make a notice check. It's different handwriting.
Does it look like the writing? Because I have a decipher ability. Does
It
it look like the
does.
stuff on the letter that I had?
This looks like very old school writing, and a few words like ye and they, thou and thou'st.
Okay, I'll pocket those, and then
List.
next turn I'll go for the chest.
You
Or
gonna
we
pick
could
up
keep
the 3
running.
heavy books?
We
I
can't. This is
put them
a
in the
closed
bag.
area.
Oh, there's no way out of here?
No, there's one stone door.
There's
at the
one
far
stone
end.
door at the end,
We can check. I
Yeah.
can't check doors.
so I'm basically
think
gonna
that's-
stuff the books in a bag.
All right.
Yeah,
You're
but
carrying
I
3
think that's
books.
where the noise is coming from, though. So
The
that's
noise is
I
coming
think
from down the corridor. It sounds as if it is now in the mage's room. And as you're all kind of listening to figure out where the hell this thing is, you hear what can only be described as stomach gurgling noises, but on the scale of a stomach that is possibly a mile in length. It is this deep, gurgling, rumbling sound, and after a few moments, it maybe it's eating the corpse, or you're not entirely sure, but it seems to have paused momentarily in its pursuit.
we gotta go now.
I'm checking the door. Yeah, it's time to go.
Yeah, let's go now.
I don't care about any of the knowledge in this room. Let's get out of here and live.
Yep.
How heavy is that chest?
I'm going to pick it up and take it with me. The chest next turn.
All right, I'm gonna
good
check
luck.
the door.
So,
I'm not helping
Ray and Sidon, you are both checking the door. I would like both of you to please give me an investigation check.
Maybe Iggy wants to check the door.
You're both
what's
at
our
1 hit
instinct?
point.
I'm at 1 hit point.
I'm at 4.
Wits or instinct?
Instincts.
Instinct. That is a 13.
Not instinct, there's no such thing. Insight.
Inside, sorry, yeah. That's what I meant.
13.
Inside?
All right. Ray,
Far less. 10, I think.
you can find no way of opening this door.
We're trapped.
Oh, it is.
There's no
We're all
handle.
gonna die. We're all
There's
gonna
no
die.
latch. It's just, it's closed.
Everyone get
We're not
behind me
gonna
when the
die.
huge stomach thing comes to kill us.
Look, we're not gonna die, all right? I'm already dead to begin. All we need to do is take our time and be very, very quiet.
Iggy and Iris, are you fighting over who gets the chest?
No, I'm gonna go help them with the door because I don't want them to die.
All right, you're going to go over to the door. Iris?
I'm going to pick up the chest and make my way to the door.
The chest is quite big. It's at least 1 meter by half a meter by half a meter. It's
Jesus.
a big chest.
That's a big boy chest.
I pop it open. In case who knows, the button might be inside.
Sure.
Iris!
All right, Iris, you
Stop
just open up
making
that chest.
noise, or I
Iggy,
will eat you.
what did you get on your investigate check?
17. Wait, no, sorry.
17?
Is it wits or insight?
It's insight.
Okay, well, 15. All right, sorry, it's not. It's 15. That's correct.
15?
15.
All right. You sort of move over to them. You start looking. You also cannot find.
Is this door wooden?
No, it's stone.
Okay.
You're looking around. There is no mechanism that's immediately apparent to you. Iris, you open up that chest. I need you to give me a defense check using agility, please.
Oh, yeah. At least I
Shocking
have
roll.
it.
I swear to Pixie.
This is very Very,
It's
very,
fine. It's fine. It's
very
fine,
normal,
fine.
Kai. I gotta open this. I'm sorry. I know there's something next.
I
to it. Don't worry
like
about it.
knowledge.
Yeah, I need to know. It's
Hey, hang on. I'm trying to do math
You
and
don't
you're
like
talking.
patience. That's what you lack.
11.
11.
Trying to do math and you're all talking at me. 11. I'll take it. I'm full
Oh,
health.
You're the only.
You take 10 points of damage.
Ooh.
As
Luckily,
this-
you have that leather armor, right?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Nice.
Is it broke?
Does it work?
I fixed mine, but I don't know about you.
I don't know what it does.
Just click. I know what it does.
I haven't taken damage yet, so okay.
Oh, you took in the arrows like a long time ago, so I think you're okay.
That was a really long time ago. It was like 4 episodes
So
ago.
yeah, so it's you only took 6 points of damage, and your armor is broken.
Okay.
You have an X, probably 2 X's because we haven't
Yeah.
repaired.
Okay, so I'm at 11 then.
So you're at 12 actually because you have 2 X's. My bad.
12.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
You know.
You wrench open that chest, and as you do, this very nasty looking 3-barbed spike just shoots up out of the bottom of the chest and just impales itself through your arm and then pulls itself out again, causing you to bleed. I need you, please, since someone has been desperately asking for it, I need you to give me a metal check, please.
Who, me?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
See how metal you are.
I have the hair for it. I'll just flip it over.
Yeah.
Metal check. Hey, I got my own lightweight point. I got
Nice.
2 4s, a 6 on my fate. So that's 10,
That's
14 plus metal is 15.
15. You do
Huzzah.
not scream out loudly in pain.
I take it like a fucking champ.
This is good. This is great.
In the bottom of the chest, you can see there appears to be a rather long golden rod that has inscriptions all over it. There is a small bag and there is a black book.
Okay.
Do you grab them?
The black book I'm scared to handle by hand, so I am going to take like my the leather that's fallen on the floor. I'm going to pick it up and put it in the pocket. I'm going to take the rod with my leather and pocket it. I'm going to take the bag and pocket it and go to the door.
Burgerly is my favorite.
I love robbing people. I'll never do it in real life, but in games I can do
You rush over to that door. Everyone is still busy looking around with his investigate check. Yes, Sidon.
I'm not looking around. I am
Okay.
shooting daggers with my eyes at Iris.
I flip you off.
Just I flip you right back off. It's like you tiny little meat snack. You trying to get us killed?
All right,
We're gonna need
those of
this
you
later.
who are looking at the door rather than having a personal vendetta.
Yeah, I'll
is-
leave the children to start screaming at each other and check the door again.
All right, so Ray
very chicken.
and Iggy, the two of you, I need you both to roll together, and we're going to add your investigate check together.
Can I use my wits
All
for
right?
this investigate check? Do you like big brain this?
Okay, sure. Let's big brain this.
Thank
Let's big brain.
God.
You can use wits. You can use wits.
Oh, I smashed it.
Finally, thank God.
I mean, that's like the only thing I smashed. So, I got
I actually didn't do hideously.
19.
19
Oh, nice.
and Ray.
I got a 14
There you go.
with
There
2
you go.
5s.
Okay.
I got a success.
That's fantastic.
Yay.
That is fantastic. That
33.
is what we needed to hear.
Ray is dumb in legendary ways. That's a good roll for Ray.
As Ray is busy moving his hand over a stone, Iggy, you see that the stone very slightly depresses, and you're like, aha, that's it. You press the stone, the door starts to slide open. As it does, the bookshelf is ripped off of its hinges, and standing in the frame where the secret door was is this massive, writhing monstrosity of little white maggots which are moving around, and it pulses forward, rolling like it's got a big liquid bag of mush inside of it. And you can see the foot of the Banelord that you killed sticking out of the side of it, slowly being sucked into it. As
The verb for that movement is called Akira-ing.
Akira-ing. There you go. Absolutely. And that is where we end this week. We'll be back next week. So thank you all for watching. And
I'm
thank
glad I
you
don't have
all
any
for playing
bug
and not
issues.
dying.
We
I mean, I
always
tried my
died.
best.
You tried your best. You did indeed. There was lots of hauling and running and screaming and
And you know what? I appreciate that everyone was concerned for my safety. I really do.
I
also
was.
appreciate your concern for mine.
I know.
You're-
I was concerned. I was concerned. I mean, look. I mean, Sid doesn't necessarily like Ray, but he doesn't want him to die. So you know, and you know, same thing with Iggy. Well, that's why. That's why first thing I did was try to bring some guards to help. I didn't know they were going to go all freaking Donald. What's his name? Thingy on me, like
Donald
people of
Sullivan.
pods. Yeah,
Right.
Donald Sullivan. I didn't know that was going to happen.
Yeah, that was a new one. That was a new development.
I've got you.
I did get to kick the same guard in the wedding tackles 3 times though, so
That's-
that
You
was.
got to kick him in the nuts to death, I think.
Yes.
He died.
So just for my notes,
Death counter for Michael's gone up to 1.
He was
Got-
evil though.
I know he's a guy. You don't know. You don't know if you can kill him.
Also, Ray got to be kind of heroic, and I'm proud of him.
I thought that was dramatic
Yeah.
defense there. That was good.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna let Sid poo-poo that. I think Ray looked awesome doing that. I think he
you
looked
did.
badass as hell.
I think you absolutely did.
Yes.
And I think we solved the mystery faster than Sid did.
I feel like you solved that. I feel like you figured nothing. You found.
We found
the thing.
it right out. We found the exact point of origin.
Yeah, I don't know what this worm thing is, but we'll deal with it
It's
later.
the other Bane Lord.
is
I
this
don't know. I don't know if that's
There
the
were
case.
Maybe it's
There might be
pet.
3
So super
because
quick.
I thought there was 2.
So Bane Lords are like infernal, abyssal kind of demonic monstrosity type things, right?
That is what the text.
And they could take any form that we are unaware of. So easily this thing that they fought could have been a Bane Lord. Easily the maggots could be a different Bane Lord. You know,
could possibly.
we don't know.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
If there's that many, I just don't quit. There's 6 Bane Lords in this
I feel
castle.
like this is
Keep
a
the
book.
castle. Fuck it. I don't care. I don't want this castle. Are you kidding?
these people are
Absolutely
dead.
not. Yeah. Everyone here is like
Also,
the
I'm
maggot
pretty sure
brain.
that
You know
these
what?
people are
Kill them all.
beyond. Yeah, I feel like these people are beyond saving if they've eaten the bread and they've maggot headed. You know, like
So for my records, what
Yes.
of the Bane Lord did I chop off and take with me? Was it a hand? Was it the other foot? Like what did I take with me?
I feel like because the head was all wet and mushy and leaky and really
Have a heart?
Would you like the eye? Would that make you happy, Kai?
No, I want the
can have
heart.
The
the
blood
eye.
god.
You already have the eyeball, which is important.
All right, you
Can
have
I
the
take
heart.
its heart?
You have the heart.
Yes.
You have the heart.
And how many books did I get off the floor that was in that handwriting?
Where are you carrying these?
You got 2 books.
have a very
'cause
big
That's
bag.
all you can carry.
Backpack. She has a Prada backpack.
I do. Two books.
Yeah.
What am I calling it? Fancy writing?
Yeah.
A fancy ride.
Fancy writing. And a Bane Lord heart.
And I've got a boar spear.
I have the
I'm
spear because
gonna-
I took it out of the chest.
I'm-
You don't have it.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah, I have the spear because I put it into the chest. Give me my spear.
Give it back.
I saved your life. I think I get it. Oh, it's
I
fine. I'll
saved
give
your
it back.
life.
I
You
say
totally did. I would have gave it back to you.
friendship matters, guys. Come back to friendship.
But
Shore.
I'm telling you right now,
Lord-
Sidon,
Lord-
after staring daggers at me for looting, I'm not giving you any loot.
I'm not staring at you for looting. I'm staring at you for making so much goddamn fucking noise.
Actually, she
make
did really
any-
well.
I didn't make any noise. I rolled like
She
a
took
champ.
it like a champ. Yeah, she was rolling hardcore. Like she was
I'm
doing like the Gary
so-
Busey hand over the lighter thing, just nothing, meeting your eyes the entire time.
Oh dear. Anyway, thank you all for playing. I had a lot of fun.
bleed on you.
Sounds like you guys did too. I'm glad to hear
It
that.
was fun.
And thank you
so
all
I
much.
for
apologize
watching.
to the audience for swearing.
I think we can take it. We can take it. Anyway,
I'm
until
very
next
sensitive.
time,
I can't.
we'll see you next week. Till then, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.